Good evening, America. We're diving into a hot topic from this week's debate on June 27, 2024, where Joe Biden made a controversial comment about black jobs. Donald Trump responded with his signature fire, and now everyone's talking. We're here to unpack the facts and explore the harsh realities facing California, where job losses among African Americans are becoming a critical concern. Angela Thompson, a 35-year-old African-American woman, was once a dedicated employee at Greenfield Packing, a meat packing plant in Salinas, California. Angela worked tirelessly to support her family, hoping to climb the ladder in an industry that promised stability. However, Angela's dreams were shattered when she became a victim of discriminatory practices at her workplace. Despite her hard work and dedication, Angela noticed a disturbing pattern. Latino supervisors consistently favored Latino workers. They received more shifts and better assignments, while African-American workers like Angela were relegated to the most strenuous and least desirable tasks. On May 10, 2022, Angela decided to take a stand. She filed a lawsuit against Greenfield Packing, alleging discriminatory hiring practices and a toxic work environment. Angela's lawsuit highlighted several instances of derogatory remarks and unfair treatment, painting a grim picture of the daily challenges she faced. The situation grew dire for Angela. As she received fewer hours and less pay, her financial stability crumbled. The reduced income made it impossible for her to keep up with her bills, leading to the loss of her home. Angela and her children found themselves homeless, forced to seek refuge in a shelter. The once hopeful mother was now struggling to provide basic necessities for her family. Angela's story is a stark reminder of the devastating impact of job discrimination. Her lawsuit brought attention to the systemic issues plaguing workplaces dominated by immigrant labor. Although her case is still pending, Angela continues to fight for justice, determined to hold Greenfield Packing accountable for their discriminatory practices. Today, Angela remains resilient. With the support of her community and advocacy groups, she is rebuilding her life. But the scars of her experience run deep. Her story resonates with many African Americans who face similar challenges in the job market. Angela's lawsuit is just one of many, revealing a pattern of racial discrimination in immigrant-dominated workplaces. Similar cases have been reported across California, illustrating a troubling trend. One notable case occurred at Harris Farms, a major agricultural company in the Central Valley. In 2021, several African-American workers, led by plaintiff Daryl Jackson, filed a class-action lawsuit against the company. The lawsuit, filed on March 22, 2021 in Fresno, alleged that Latino supervisors engaged in discriminatory hiring practices. Latino workers were preferentially hired and promoted, while African-American workers were systematically excluded from higher-paying positions and subjected to harsher working conditions. The plaintiffs provided evidence of discriminatory comments made by supervisors. They detailed incidents where qualified African-American workers were passed over for promotions in favor of less experienced Latino employees. Another case involved a prominent construction company in Los Angeles, Pacific Construction. On January 17, 2022, an African-American foreman named James Williams filed a lawsuit after being fired under dubious circumstances. He alleged that the company had a policy of hiring predominantly Latino workers, many of whom were undocumented. The lawsuit accused the company of creating a hostile work environment for African-American employees. This included racial slurs, unfair treatment, and intentional exclusion from lucrative projects. Williams's lawsuit highlighted the systemic nature of the discrimination. It was supported by testimonies from other African-American employees who experienced similar treatment. Finally, in Oakland, a lawsuit was filed against Sunrise Cleaning Services on November 9, 2022. The plaintiffs, including lead plaintiff Maurice Johnson, claimed that the company's Latino supervisors systematically excluded African-American workers from better-paying contracts and opportunities. The lawsuit detailed how African-American employees were often given the least desirable jobs and subjected to harsher scrutiny and disciplinary actions compared to their Latino counterparts. These cases are just the tip of the iceberg in California. This video would be hours long if we tried to discuss them all. Since significant waves of immigration began, The job market in Los Angeles has undergone dramatic shifts. Immigrants, particularly from Latin America, have filled many jobs, often willing to work for less and under less favorable conditions. The statistics tell a grim story. Before the pandemic, black unemployment in Los Angeles had reached record lows, with rates around 5.5%. However, post-pandemic, the numbers have surged dramatically. By mid-2023, black unemployment in LA had risen to approximately 12.8%. Many African Americans find themselves displaced in the job market, struggling against a tide of cheaper, often undocumented labor. Reports indicate that black employment rates have fallen significantly, exacerbating economic disparities and fueling frustration within the community. Biden's comment about black jobs isn't just a debate zinger, it's a reflection of real issues affecting African Americans in states like California. Angela Thompson's lawsuit exemplifies the challenges many face as job losses to undocumented immigrants continue to rise. This is just one of many stories in California where we can clearly see undocumented immigrants taking jobs and denying opportunities to American workers. This is Red Hat News, bringing you the unfiltered truth where the truth speaks loud. Like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. How do you feel about the black jobs comment now that you have a little more information about what's really going on in California? Good evening, America. We're diving into a hot topic from this week's debate on June 27th.